Right now, Paul Wall,
Already.
I am so honored to even have you on our platform for Geek Plus Magazine. Can you guys turn that down? To even have you on our platform for Geek Plus Magazine, like this is like an honor. I even brought like my old pictures back when I used to be at Club Steppers and Grand.
Yeah,
Like I ain't even gonna lie, like I had pulled out all my little old tricks. I was like, man, if I'm gonna do this 30 minutes, I'm gonna do it right.
yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up, man. So
Hold on, hold on. Do I need to go put on my checkerboard leather shorts?
I don't know, man. Just as long as
Let
they
me
ain't
know. I
tight
go
like
get
this
them out
new
the closet.
generation.
I go get them out the closet.
As long as it ain't tight like that new generation, they got that what's that them tight pants on. We don't rock that. We ain't rocking that at all.
Yeah. Lil KeKe, what's up, baby?
What up? What up? What up?
The done. Oh my God, guys. Y'all don't even know how excited I am. Thank you so much for joining Geek Plus Magazine. My name is Ashley Nicole, and we are Authenticity Podcast. And I hope you guys can see me a little better. Is that a little better?
You good?
All right. Look, Keke. Oh my goodness.
What
How
up,
are you
man?
today? You all right, man?
I'm great. I'm great. I was looking at some disturbing dude who got killed in Minneapolis. That's one of my homies.
Man, okay.
Crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
So we got so that's gotta be breaking news, right?
yeah, that's breaking news. Crazy,
Yeah, it's
crazy.
breaking news. All right. I'm gonna look that up here. Somebody can find out this minute. You said Minneapolis?
Yeah, the police officer, man, it's crazy. It's big right now. It's probably when you get off the phone, you'll see it everywhere.
All right, somebody look that up for me so we could try to figure what that one is. But yeah, so rest in peace, or in this case, we're gonna pray for the families right now, what's going on with that one. So because that's gotta be disturbing when we're trying to make some history right now with Geek Plus Magazine / Slab Talk and stuff. So again, just let me formally introduce myself. I'm Ashley Nicole. I am the founder and CEO of Geek Plus Magazine, and we are on the Authenticity Podcast. No copies, everything's authentic. So definitely, I'm excited to even have you guys on my platform. Man, let me just get into it. So why Slab Talk? Like right now, though, like I know we in the pandemic, but I saw y'all preparing for this like earlier in March in the year. So right now, like what just brought it together? Because you've always been, doing songs, doing music, collaborating. So why now?
Well, we've been planning and putting together to try to put this album together, and we've always had it planned out for the summer. That's what kind of saved us. We always had it planned out for June the 5th. We just had a little bit more work and a little bit more rollout that we was gonna be able to do. And we just like, man, let's do a collaboration album. Let's do one for the culture, for the slab. We've always had a great time with working together, putting music together. Let's do a whole one and do it since we both really enshrined in that culture, that slab world, the whole everything, the dogs, the bikes, the ride. We do a lot of shows for that. So I just felt like let's do a whole album for it. We great friends, we family, and it was an easy connection.
Yeah. I see. I was listening to, Soul Trill, Left, Right, just listening to the singles, just like, dang, not only does it feel like Houston culture, but it just, speaks to, paying homage to the homies that are gone before us. So shoot, I appreciate that, as a music kid. So um right now with, the way everything is transitioning, like you see, we're on Zoom, like normally you be trying to be in a studio, a radio interview or a, interview just on TV or whatever. So how has it changed? Like with everything, like you guys were making tapes, making CDs, like literally selling from your trunks. Like right now, it's like a stream. Everything is, if it's streaming on this, streaming on that. Like how's that transition with you guys being like gurus just in the culture? Just how's that different? Like what is your experience with it, or how do you adjust to?
Well, you see, kind of, you said it all right there in the question. Just going from the era of the cassette tape to the era of the CD to the era of there even being the internet and you can listen to music on the internet, and now it's basically all internet and cars. Cars go with the times as well, and us being kind of, we listen to our music in our cars, and the cars being a big part of our culture and in the music. You can see like cars back in the day had 8 tracks, then they had cassette tapes. Then they had CD players. Nah, you're not gonna find a car made in 2020 that got a CD player in it.
At
So
all.
it even was the auxiliary cord. Then it went to auxiliary cord to the Bluetooth. You know, so it's the flash drive. We going through all the eras of it, being that this is our art, our love, our passion, our careers as well. You know, this as well as us being artists, this is our career. So we might have other hustles and other side businesses, ventures as well, but this is our true career that I don't plan on stopping. I know Keke don't plan on stopping no time soon. So whatever new era come, we ready to roll out with it, because we gonna listen to our music the same way. So we gotta make our music the same way we listen to it as well. We can't be putting our music on CDs and we ain't even listening to CDs, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
No doubt. Key, you got anything on that?
Well, I just adjust all the time. I'm from everything: vinyl, cassette, CD, anything that came out streaming. I just adjust. This is no different. You know, it takes a big chunk of what we do away because we like to perform. Shows is everything. So, but with them taking them away 2 or 3 months, it's made you come to reality that this can alter, become a way of life. So I've just adjusted, man, figuring this out. Like, I can't say if this pandemic wasn't here that I'd be doing these Zooms.
Exactly.
I'm saying, like, I probably be on some paths that I get to it when I get to it. You know what I'm saying? Or, not that I don't just do interviews, but I'll just probably be going to the places and doing them. But since we're adjusting to it, we're doing it. The game is, half of the game was already online, so maybe 75% of it is going to be online. It's just an adjustment period, man. I'm not going to stop doing what I do. I'm going to just sit back, watch, see how it goes, see what's going to be the best alternative, and I'm going to tap into the same thing.
Yeah, I kind of felt that in like most of the stuff. Like I heard just the pieces that I heard from Ryan 5. Like, y'all staying true to the culture, period. Like, that's probably just goes into my next question, like maintaining like that car club. Like, a lot of people around need foreign cars right now. You know what I'm saying? And y'all done stuck to, the slabs, the Daytons, the 5% tint, all of that. So it's like,
well, see, the thing is, the slab is not about.
Come on now.
I ride all that. I got foreigns. We ride all that. You know what I'm saying? The slab is the culture of it.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a slab is a slab. You know what I'm saying? That it for. Riding 5, we just gave them that. That's for that particular part of. But the album is for the culture, man. This album, you can ride in your foreign, you can ride in whatever, and listen to this here. That's what it was about. A slab. When we hit slab, how you think choppers became so important, and buttons and all that? They were a part of the slab. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put that on a car and swing on it. It wasn't an elbow. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an 84 or something like that. So a lot of people think that they're gonna hear that this particular music that we just making for swingers. Now, we make this car for the slab, for the whole complete culture. If you in Florida and you ride on a donk on 30s and you decide you want to put this album in, you can feel it. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that it's Sunday and you want to pull out the foreign, you want to pull out the old school Lincoln with JFK with the suicide doors. Slab is culture. It's riding. It's period. It's what you feel, and at the same time, it's slab. It's swing. It's everything. So everybody that ride in whatever type of car, they'll be able to adjust to this. This music is for the whole everything.
That's like
dogs. If you got some bullet dogs, and you raising them, you can jam this album and you feeling good.
Right.
And man, I'm looking at your Legend Talk, Keke, Don Keke. Let's just listening to it. Like, I'm like, man, he dropping just knowledge. It ain't even just street knowledge. It's just knowledge that you need to be knowing if you're gonna be in this business, or in this case, if you're gonna even be just real in life. Period. I mean, I've listened to a couple of them. He had your Memorial Day the other day. Listened to a couple of them. I'm like, little niggas that don't even really kind of know that. Literally. You giving them some game. I hope they take heed, or people that do follow you. So, man, fan base.
Well, I told them to do everything else, and they did that. I told them to exploit women, smoke grass, sell crack, ride cars, and all that, and they enjoyed that shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just trying to tell you something else that, maybe you can pick it up. If you don't have to pick that up same way you didn't have to pick up that crazy shit I told you to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
You ain't just speaking to the young ones too, because he's speaking to me too, all us
Yeah,
too.
me
So,
too. Me
for
too.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey,
And
hey,
I thought,
let me speak on that slab talk too. What you talking to? Like a lot of people, this this is something Keke always taught me, just personally. A lot of
yeah,
people associate when they say slab, they associate maybe a old school or a particular car. Well, that's that particular style of slab. Like what he talking about, you can have a foreign slab or you can have an old school slab. But at the time when they was riding slabs, it might be old school now, but at those times, that's when they was fresh out. The fresh new cars out, that's what they candy painting, putting wheels on, and those, and customizing their own way. So, we might look at it now as being old school because that's the cars that came out at that time.
at
But
that time, yeah.
adapting with the times as well with the cars. So, that's any new Cadillac that come out, that's gonna be my slab. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna
Gotcha.
put candy paint or new style with the wrap. I got a wrap on it or whatever. I'm gonna do something, whatever's new on it. That's what I'm gonna get because that's what I love. But for sure, this Keke, then he foreign slab all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Old school, foreign, truck, the original slab. I like it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of noticed that, like I said, I was just looking at the videos, looking at, what you guys were in before to now. And I'm just like, man, like it stayed humble. You guys stayed to, the culture stuck to what it was. I understand, if it come out as new, if whatever you ride, but I'm just talking about what I'm seeing. And I'm just, man, you have no idea. This is like heaven over here. You don't even understand. The whole crew looking at me. We just like, yeah, this is what we've been waiting on. So thinking about you guys, so much has happened with this even before the pandemic, like, COVID Brian and everything, and just a lot of different people that are being killed by the police left and right, our culture, how are you guys responding to, maybe somebody that's in your industry right now and they rapping about it, they talking about it? Like, how are you guys giving them just a different perspective of it, period?
I just look at it like it's always a place for that.
Yeah.
Throughout time, you're gonna have Public Enemy, you're gonna have Tupac. You're gonna have these cultural people that's gonna speak on them subjects and keep us aware of them. And it's just like now, it's just a different way that you have to look at it, man, from an artistic standpoint, because so much of our music leads to culture.
Yeah.
So much of what we say is relevant. So much of what we say people follow. So sometimes, man, I'm not too big into politics as much
Yeah.
as I can. I try to stay neutral to that. But sometimes, you have to do some things from your platform in order to, just show awareness to different things that's going on, And I just respect anybody that's doing that. Anybody that's, trying to. Sometimes you have to understand that might not always be the popular thing to do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
True.
representing for the culture and talking about different these subjects and all that. So you have to be genuine with it because it's not always the popular thing to do. What I mean by that, it might not always pay you in the
Yeah.
beginning. Everybody that's speaking on these subjects and what's happening in COVID Brian and what's happening with the police or what's happening, they may not always get the financial side of that to go their way. So you have to be really true to it and I just try to stay in the in between of it. Don't speak on too much that I don't have a lot of knowledge on,
Yeah.
and things that I can help with from my platform. I do as much as I can, but I ain't perfect with none of it. But I'm able to look at it and see that as a country we have issues in certain areas.
That's what's up. What you got, Paul?
I think it's important for all of us to try to better our community and start with us bettering ourselves within you as an individual, and then those around you. A lot of times might be your children. Those are the ones that's your main responsibility, and really you're supposed to put your children ahead of yourself. But in putting your children ahead of yourself means that you got to take care of yourself. And then also those that came before us, like our elders, like our grandparents or great grandparents, those of us who might be blessed to still have those, or great aunts and uncles, and even our parents. But in all of that, it takes a responsibility. Now, a lot of us didn't grow up with that. I didn't have my father there. The father I did have, was a drug addict. He was a child molester, and he would, you know, he left me and my sister and my mama when I was 5 or 6 years old. I hadn't seen him since. So,
Yeah.
you know, but that turned out to be for the better, being that he was the type of individual he was. Although it did help me grow up with insecurities, you know what I'm saying, that protected me from things that I would have, you know, being if I grew up in that household. Now that being said, if I'm an artist, when I'm an artist, 17, 18, I was making a different type of music because I was young-minded.
Yeah.
You know, as I grew, as I matured as an individual, as I learned, as I saw the effects of words around me, not just my own, but others, as I learned from other people's mistakes, you know what I'm saying, and just learn from the things around us in the community, things that I might have looked up to and admired might have been poisons a lot of times. And that goes from everything in terms of what you're eating and putting into your body.
Yeah.
Type of drinks you drinking, type of television you watching, music you listening to, all that, not just like dope or those type of things, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when, you know, as I mature, my music is well matured and some of that, you know, and as Keke said, there'd always been through times been artists who might have interjected themselves into the mainstream here or there, who have been righteous and true to that. And there's also artists who might dabble in that here and there. But I think, you know, no matter what, we all got platforms. We got to be responsible whatever we speak on and speak about. Because a lot of times, you know, we got people coming at us all the time with crazy stuff. And you never know what you might listen to, and you might hear something and speak on that. And you might be spreading and participating in the poison or the misinformation. That can be very hurtful too for, you know, a lot of causes in the communities, you know, and all of us. So, you know, we got to be responsible how we speak and what we speak on, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, speaking on what you believe in and trying to, you know, do something right, do right by that. And so when you're young, you don't know doing right because ain't nobody doing right by you. You trying to make it on yourself. All you know is the world of snakes and wolves and, you know, the toughness of it and the, you know, the hardships, you know. But as you grow and you see, and I know for me personally, it happened when I had children. That's when it was like,
Sometimes that's how I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Like you guys heard it first, just right here from the Don Key and Paul Wall. Like those were like some just key points that I'm gonna definitely make sure I write down and take with myself. But I always tell people that want to come in to, you know, understand how to do business for entrepreneurs that, you know, that's what the magazine is about. You know, we inspire the artists and encourage the entrepreneurs. So whenever they're trying to find out those things, especially a music artist, I always try to make sure that they go and, you know, listen to some of y'all old stuff versus what you guys what you guys have new. Only because it's like I hear it in the music. Like you are talking about what you used to go through and what you're going through now. So we appreciate that as, you know, 80s babies. You know, I'm an 80s baby / you know, just music heads, period. So just going on to just it's not too light, but I guess I just want to throw it out there. So Houston supports, like I know y'all had the beef back in the gap. You know, everybody north side, south side, then everybody's collaborating, everybody, you know, is, you know, together. But here in Dallas, we got some crowd mentalities. You know, that's just my opinion on the game, period. So how are you guys staying so humble / how are you guys staying so collaborative? What can you teach some of these artists out here in Dallas? And I'm putting myself, I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, I can say these things. This is my platform. How are you guys staying in that place? And what can you teach these people here, Atlanta, anywhere that they may not be just as supportive as you guys, and give us some type of insight on how's it being, you know, perceived? Like, what are y'all doing that we're not doing?
It's man, I tell people all that. Sometime I was having a conversation about levels of maturity just take time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect some, you know, it takes time. Everybody operate different. Money changes different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I was just explaining to Kiara that, you know, the process of time, it has to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you're young, you're making a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, money is everything. So you feel like, you know, I'm doing this particular thing. I don't want to hit it from this right here. So sometimes, you know, experience got to be the best teacher for a lot of people. And then sometimes it got to just be in you. You know what I'm saying? Your morals and how you think about life, you know, and how you was raised. And it ain't always got to be about your mother and your father. It can be around the street cats you was raised with, a woman, a female, a girlfriend. It's just
I mean,
about your upbringing sometimes that, you know, maybe clouds your decision, money clouds it. But it's not perfect down here. You know what I'm saying? Like down here, we'll get the complaints of we want to be like Atlanta and they got all doing this, and Atlanta might say they want to do what New York was did and get all the money like Jake. So every city gonna have this different complaints, and everybody's on the outside looking in. It's a gift and a curse. That's just what this is. For every great thing that this game brings, for every positive that it brings, it's gonna have a loophole to something negative or time consuming on people maturing. And as a young artist, man, I don't fault them a lot. I give them game if they ask or if they pick it up. It's just a maturity thing,
so
and it
basically
takes
taking
time
the
to
good
do.
with the bad, basically.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to mature on a lot of it. You know, some things, some thought processes, and some ways that I feel at this particular age, I wasn't even feeling like that 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
So it just, you know, you can't rush them to it, man. The worst thing you could try to do sometime is try to make somebody be where you at.
Yeah.
Everybody, it ain't like that.
What you got, Paul? I know you're on mute right now. What you got?
Yeah, I got my kids in the back. I didn't want to make no noise.
That's what's up, man.
You know, it was a different experience, I think, for Keke or for me. Me and Chameleon, I had a similar experience because we did it together. But even our experience was different than Slim Thug's. Whereas, you know, first of all, when me and Chameleon was coming up, and I'm just gonna put us together because we had a similar journey and we did it together. So, but I'm just saying that different artists is different. Even with me and Chameleon, we was different. But what we did was we coming up. It was a South Side city in Houston, so coming up on the North Side, just period, it wasn't gonna really happen. Now, when Push House came out, that provided opportunity for a lot of North Side artists to kind of make it outside of the DJ Screw kind of stratosphere, you know. But even then, we was like an offspring of that. So the Switch House at that time within Houston was looked at as fake Screw. That's a fake Screw. That's a copy. Because there was several, crews kind of or cliques that was
everybody was getting their story
off of what DJ Screw did, right? Whether it be a DJ or somebody who was kind of like seen as the CEO, kind of head honcho DJ. They slow down, play instrumentals. People would come on and freestyle, and then we all kind of tried a pattern. Of course, unsuccessfully, but we tried to pattern what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what inspired a lot of us. And there was only one Screw, so the line to get in that door was long. They cut that VIP off, so we had to make it another way. So even then, coming up within the Swisher House, when me and Chameleon came on the Swisher House, we was the bottom of the totem pole. It was tough.
Blueprint. Y'all was the blueprint.
In that, we wouldn't get no love in Houston, period, not even in our own neighborhoods. So we had to go outside. So that's why we went to Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Lafayette, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, Opelousas, and even maybe Oklahoma or elsewhere, but because we didn't get no love in Houston. So we had no to. Now, we could have just stuck it out in Houston and just been miserable and just been like, it's all haters, nobody want to show the love. But we had a passion, and we just pursued wherever we got love, any opportunity we had to get on the road, we got on the road. Now, when we get to Dallas, you know what I'm saying, or we get to one of these other cities, we are outsiders. So when we come to Dallas, any beef going on between the rappers in Dallas, it ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
They ain't looking at us like we competition. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they might be mad at us about is we own the females, and they mad at us for just talking to all the girls. But other than that, it's all love when you come from out of town. Because one, they trying to get that connection to where you from too.
Yeah,
and you making that connection. When they come down, hey, it's all love too. And at the same time, you just that conduit to the city sometimes or to wherever. So that you get in the middle of stuff and you won't be a part of it. And even then, when I'm out of town in another city, if I see a fellow artist from my city, it's all love because it's like we seen as champions of the city. Now sometimes you might get somebody who just trying to see an opportunity and maybe buck or something. But usually, what my experience been was we see somebody out of town. Hey, we represent for our city. We can't be out here acting a fool because if we do some foolishness, it's gonna get it's gonna make us look bad, make the whole city look bad. So we kind of and that also bring that unity. So when we out there getting it, whatever, they bring that unity together because you out here on the road together, putting on from the same cause. by all means, though, it's always been and still is a lot of crabs in the Houston bucket as well.
Yeah.
You know, even in the people that I adore, admire, look up to, or even me, a lot of people in Houston might look at us as being local. Ah, y'all local. They look down on that. That's something I look up. I look up to something that's local. I think that's dope or better to me. If I'm going to eat, I ain't going to the franchise. I'm going to the mom and pop. You know, the one been there. You know, the
small business. Yeah.
Right. That's just my mentality. But other people have different mentalities. I've experienced that where people look down on my style or our style of rap because they look at it as being local, or that's just some stuff. But you know, if you're trying to make it in your city, man, I think the one thing you got to do is keep an open mind. It ain't people look at it from their perspective. Hey, don't nobody support me. Don't nobody support me. Don't nobody support me. If you want it to be, you know, you got to first take a step back. They go for everybody. If you want to be unity in the city, you got to take a step back. So that means it ain't about me. It ain't my turn. It's about me supporting you. When it's my turn to support you. Not I got some. So if I got something coming out, it ain't about, you know, oh, he didn't post it, he didn't comment, he didn't do this or that, whatever. Nah, it ain't about that. It's about, you know, when it's my turn to support you, that's when you step up. It's about giving. That's how it is, the unity. The unity ain't about pulling, because if everybody pull, that's separate. If I pull and I need something from you, I'm pulling from you, I'm separating. I'm pulling, we all separating. The unity is when we push and we give together, we all come together. We all come for the same cause. So that's the only way it's ever gonna be unity, is to take a step back. And I think a lot of artists, you know, they want to all run it, be the top dog, king of the city, mayor of the city, or whatever, this or that, of every city. There's somebody like that.
That's that control stuff.
Yeah, and you gotta I think you gotta just take a step back.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Y'all heard it first. Again, man, that's just some knowledge. Like you say, levels of maturity, experience, and shoot, you know, it's gotta be in you, because what's in you definitely gonna come up out of you. So we definitely see that within y'all, because everything that y'all giving us is what, you know, we need now. So what's music look like in about 5 years? What Slab Talk coming out June 5th, right?
June
5th.
June 5th, Slab Talk. Paul Wall collaborate. We got 3 singles out right now: Ride 5, Soul Trio, and a new one, Left Right. Just represent the culture. It come out June the 5th. We still gonna do as much as we can to
keep bringing
keep the
it,
buzz
man.
going. Yeah, just do what we do, and man, and hopefully in 5 years, man, we still able to create great music opportunity. And even if we're not, I want to make sure that when I'm creating music, even if it's me giving somebody else an opportunity to create through me, you know
what about some classes? Maybe, like, you know, maybe you guys like do like a little workshop or something. You know, we come down there and y'all do like a little business workshop. That's me hopeful thinking. You know, hopeful wishing.
Definitely. But yeah, but we thank you for having us and giving us an opportunity to you know, to represent what we need to, and giving our platform a shot to let everybody know about the album June 5th, Slab Talk, Paul Wall and Lil KeKe. So we just as grateful, man. Just as grateful as y'all are. We just as grateful for y'all having us.
Man, that's what's up. Thanks, Don Key. What you got, Paul? Just madly, bro.
So you know, this is my dream job, being, you know, making music, putting on for my city, doing this, even just doing this with, you know, somebody like Lil KeKe, somebody I look up to, admire, even doing the interview with somebody, you know, I'm down. So so it's something I look forward to continuing to just do. We're gonna keep putting music out, putting on for the city, for the culture, for the state, not just, you know, all of this, you know, we're just gonna keep it going, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what we're gonna be listening to. I know we gotta get off real quick. This is my throwback. Back at Club Steppers. I don't know.
What it
we
do?
was chilling. I don't know what we was doing. I was going through the crowd. That's what I had. Dunky, I don't know where you was at. You should have been at the club.
Yeah, rest in
That's all I'm gonna say.
Slab Talk, June 5th, baby.
What's up, Wild Hair? What's up, 909? What's up?
So you guys check them out, June 5th. We got the 3 singles there. You heard it first. Don Key and the Paul Wall. Well, look, I done got myself all back in the 2099, you know. But say, it's kicking in. But I appreciate you guys again. We're gonna sign off. I'm gonna make sure I post. We're gonna be looking for that album, man. Shout out real quick where they can find y'all social media and everything. And of course they can get the album.
Don Key 713, DONKE 713, Slab Talk, pre-ordered on all platforms. The actual release date is June 5th, and you can get all 3 singles right now. Don Key 713, all platforms.
For sure, mine is Paul Wall Baby, at Paul Wall Baby. And same, you can find a link in all the bios on all my pages.
That's what's up, man. Signing off. I appreciate you guys. God bless. Take care. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, peace.
Thanks, Ashley.
Bye, Victoria. Talk to you soon, boo.
Bye. You good?
Girl, that was a dream, baby. That was woo! I don't even know how to feel, but thank you, love. I'll text you in a little bit.
Okay, boo. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Wrapped in faux bones.